Have you ever noticed the voice inside your head? Not the one you speak with, but the one that speaks to you. The one that says you're not good enough. The one that stands with you every morning in front of the mirror and counts your failures. The one that keeps you up at night, replaying everything that went wrong. And maybe, somewhere along the way, you started believing it. If that sounds familiar, this story is for you. Daniel's story. Daniel was 32 years old. He lived in a small town, worked as a delivery driver, and came home every evening to an empty apartment. From the outside, he seemed completely normal. But spend one day with him, and you'd notice something. He was destroying his own life, one word at a time. Alarm goes off in the morning. Another awful day. Looks in the mirror, you look terrible. You're getting old. Gets a new route at work. This is going to be a disaster. I'll probably mess it up. Friends invite him out. Why bother? Nothing good ever happens to me anyway. He wasn't doing this on purpose. These words had become so automatic, so constant, that he couldn't even hear them anymore. Like breathing, unconscious, habitual, invisible. But they were working, quietly, from the inside out. The night everything shifted. One evening, Daniel's younger brother came to visit. After an hour of listening, complaints about work, about life, about the future, the brother had heard enough. Daniel, do you hear yourself? Every single word out of your mouth is negative. You're cursing your own life with your own tongue. If you keep speaking death, don't be surprised when everything feels dead. Daniel laughed it off. I'm just being realistic. This is who I am. His brother shook his head. No, this is who you've told yourself you are. There's a difference. That night, sitting alone in the dark, Daniel actually listened, maybe for the first time, to the voice inside his head. And what he heard terrified him. I'm worthless. Nothing works out for me. I'm not smart enough. People don't really like me. I'll always be alone. I'm a failure. One after another, like poison dripping into a well. The broken van, the rain, and one question. 3 weeks later, Daniel's van broke down on a lonely road. Rain was pouring. No cell signal. The package was time-sensitive, and he was going to be blamed. And he did what he always did. Of course this happened. Nothing ever goes right for me. I'm cursed. My life is a joke. But this time, after those words left his mouth, something unusual happened. Silence. And in that silence, a thought crept in. What if I've been doing this to myself? What if these words aren't describing my life, but creating it? He remembered something his grandmother used to say when he was young. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Speak carefully, boy. Words have weight. He'd always dismissed it as old wisdom. But sitting in that broken van, soaked and defeated, he wasn't so sure anymore. A truck driver eventually stopped and got the van running. But in that hour of waiting, Daniel made a decision. 30 days. I'm going to catch every negative word I speak about myself and replace it. Mr. Chen and the lesson of seeds. The next morning, Daniel went to the community garden near his apartment, a place he'd never taken seriously before. There he met an elderly man named Mr. Chen, whose garden plot was remarkable. Vegetables thriving. Flowers in every color. Life everywhere. Daniel's own plot, which he'd abandoned months ago, was nothing but weeds. How do you make things grow like that? Daniel asked. I plant good seeds. I water them. I pull the weeds. Simple. I tried once. Nothing worked. I'm just bad at this. I kill everything I touch. Mr. Chen picked up a handful of soil, let it fall slowly through his fingers, and said, Did you hear what you just said? I'm bad at this. I kill everything. Those are seeds too, word seeds. And you just planted them. Then Mr. Chen showed Daniel something he'd never forget. 2 identical plants. Same soil, same water, same sunlight. Planted on the same day. For the next 2 weeks, Daniel was asked to speak to each one differently. To the first plant, every morning, you're growing strong. You're healthy. You're beautiful. To the second, you're probably going to die. You look weak. This won't work. Daniel thought it was ridiculous. But he did it anyway. 14 days later, The difference was impossible to ignore. The first plant was full, green, vibrant. The second, despite receiving identical physical care, was pale, stunted, struggling. How? Daniel whispered. Words carry power, Mr. Chin said quietly. They shape reality in ways we don't fully understand. For 32 years, you've been speaking defeat over yourself. Is it really a surprise that your life looks exactly like what you've been declaring? 30 days. Mr. Chen handed Daniel a small notebook. Every time you catch a negative thought, write it down. Then write the opposite beside it. And speak it out loud. Even if you don't believe it yet, you're planting seeds. Seeds don't ask for belief. They only need consistent watering. Day 1 was brutal. Daniel caught himself speaking negatively 47 times. In a single day. 47 times. But he replaced each one. This is going to go wrong. I'm open to good outcomes. I'm so stupid. I'm learning and growing every day. Nothing ever works for me. Good things are finding their way to me. At first, it felt fake. Hollow. Like lying to himself. But Mr. Chen had warned him. The garden doesn't ask if you believe the seed will grow. It grows because that's what seeds do when you plant them and water them consistently. Day 7. A difficult customer who always gave him trouble actually smiled when he dropped off a package. Small thing, but different. Day 14. His brother called, confused. You sound different. What happened to you? Day 21. His supervisor pulled him aside at work. I don't know what's going on, Daniel, but your whole energy has changed. Keep it up. Day 26. The van broke down again. Same lonely road. This time, Daniel sat for a moment, took a breath, and said out loud, "This is inconvenient, but I'll handle it. Help is on the way. Things work out for me." 20 minutes later, the same truck driver appeared and laughed. You again? Must be fate. But something was different inside Daniel this time. A steadiness. A quiet knowing. He was no longer a slave to his automatic reactions. 3 months later, Daniel's life wasn't perfect. Challenges still came, they always do. But his relationship with those challenges had completely transformed. He was promoted at work. Not because he suddenly became more skilled, but because his energy started opening doors that used to feel permanently closed. Old friends came back, saying you're lighter somehow. His brother visited and said, I'm proud of you. You broke the curse. One morning Daniel found Mr. Chen at the garden. Thank you, he said. You showed me I was poisoning my own well, and then wondering why I was always thirsty. Mr. Chen put a hand on Daniel's shoulder. I showed you nothing. The truth was always there. Your words were always powerful. You just didn't know you had a choice between the power to curse and the power to bless. This story is yours. Right now, in this very moment, there is a voice in your head. And that voice is either building your future or quietly tearing it down. Here's what you need to understand. Your subconscious mind doesn't judge whether what you say is true or false. It simply accepts what you repeat and then goes looking for evidence to match it. Say, I always fail, and your mind will find proof of failure everywhere. Say, good things come to me, and your mind will start noticing them. So here's what I'm asking you to do. For the next 7 days, just listen. Catch yourself speaking negatively about your own life. Don't judge it. Just notice. You'll be shocked how often you do it without realizing. Then get a notebook. Every time you catch a negative thought, write the opposite beside it. Not fantasy, just a different perspective. I'm a failure. I'm learning and growing. Nothing ever works for me. I'm open to good outcomes. I'm unlucky. Good things are making their way to me. Speak these new words out loud. Every morning. Every night. Whenever the old voice rises up, answer it. Even if you don't believe it yet. You're planting seeds. Seeds don't need your belief. They need your consistency. This isn't about pretending problems don't exist. This isn't toxic positivity or wishful thinking. This is simply about refusing to add your own voice to the voices already working against you. You are the gardener of your own mind. Maybe you've been planting seeds of defeat for years, for decades. 30 days of planting something different won't erase all of that overnight. But it will begin the transformation. And once you feel even a small shift, you'll understand something you can't unfeel. Your words don't just describe your world. They create